summer, you know?
Do you think you'll feel cool a lot?
Ah, nice one.
It's
Wow,
bad.
but I'm bummed.
I need a day
Well,
off.
here all night. Exactly.
Oh, look at Miss Rebecca.
Come
Okay, so this
on.
is what
All
we
right,
showed you
girl.
at the start of the show. 2,700 have been ordered just today in this Essentials Pima Cotton
This is
elbow
new.
sleeve tee, and it's brand new.
I'm not sure how we got away with not doing an elbow length crew neck in Pima cotton
it's
before.
like everything.
But now that we've got it, girl, you got to get it because
Yes.
it is so major. And I don't see how you make it through. And by the way, get 2 in white, get 3 in black because this is on that buy more and save, and you will make those dollars. I'm not kidding. You make money on this if you buy it. You know, that's what I see it. It's like a profit-making buy.
Well, you wear more things in your wardrobe, but here's the deal. I'm going to go through all the colors, and because we've already sold 2,700 just today, that means a lot of colors and sizes already limited. That's more than half gone. It's brand new today.
Yeah.
$39.98. This is the azure blue. It is
that
breathtaking.
color is so pretty.
We have 300. Okay, that's it in the azure blue.
What's funny is I think of you in blue all the time. Almost every time I see you, you're wearing blue.
You know, well, I'll tell you a story on that. Here's the white.
Okay, let's do the.
I'll tell you that. Here's the white.
Okay,
400 in the white.
Girl,
already
get
very
yourself
popular.
A few whites.
This one is our pastel orange.
I love that.
Oh,
that
there's only 550 in pastel orange.
That is like
leaf
an apricot
green.
color.
There's only 550, so do not leaf this one.
Leaf green, I think of Shawnee Sue, right?
Yes,
Shawnee
she
Sue.
looks fantastic.
She's
in
always
green.
a green person, right?
And then here is the pitch black. You know,
Divine.
450 to go around. Black and white, of course. Now, really quick,
yeah.
Do we have buy more, save more?
Yes.
We do.
Darling,
okay,
excuse
so
me.
each additional, it's only $36.98.
That's why I'm saying
to
it's
save
a
$3.
money-making proposition to buy this.
Because then you save.
Because you're saving, you're
fashion
making
math.
money, darling. I think if you buy, like, if I buy a second and a third,
I like
I
that.
just made $3.
Can I put you on the phone with my husband?
And I made $9. Now this is fashion math, darling. This is the way you got to think. You're
Love
making
it.
money if you buy more than one.
Okay,
but I
look at
digress.
this color. Do you see the sheen? Your regular T-shirts do not have this type of luster. That's the Pima difference.
Well, it's called Pima cotton, and I'm going to ask for the illustration now because it's a very, very special yarn that is grown specifically to do what you're talking about, to specifically that gives it that incredible luster and that incredible silkiness. And I'm going to call on the animation. It's coming up in 1 second.
Because it's a different type of variety
yes, it is.
of
It's a
cotton.
completely different yarn that's grown as 1% of the entire cotton population of the entire world. See it on the top there? That's Pima cotton. And you see what they're pulling off the Pima is a longer staple in order to spin the yarn. So when the staple is longer, it just makes the yarn silky and lustrous and smooth and gorgeous. And the thing about that, right? Like, by the way, this is just our classic, everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves this particular Pima. Like this is the thing that, like, you know, is one of the cornerstones of the brand.
You're right. Rebecca's in the 1X in that white. I mean, like your 24/7 stretch, your Pima cotton.
That's
It
right.
is one of your best-selling fabrics, and there's a
sure
reason.
is.
Many of you come back and you get it again. You seek it out. You search for it on QVC.com. You're going to save $3 off each additional. And Rebecca also has on. Is she wearing the cool? No. She's wearing a different pant that's coming up.
She's wearing the cotton lycra pants that are coming
look how
out.
great. Because, you know, Rebecca's probably running everywhere this summer. Like,
she's so busy.
Kids
we always
count down
talk
the days
about
of
that.
school because
By
they're
the way,
excited.
you know
Parents
what?
kind of dread it.
I know, except, like, you have to look at her for a second because the fit on this is something spectacular, too. It's not, that's your size, right? What is that, X?
1X.
It's 1X, okay. And you understand, like, that's your size in QVC, right? So you're seeing how perfectly this fits that woman. She's getting that beautiful bust line, that beautiful kind of neckline that isn't too close. We're calling it a crew. It's really like a jewel neckline. It has those wonderful longer short sleeves, the elbow length sleeve, which, listen, I'm not kidding. I'm going to credit myself. I brought that here, and it was like, it was gone before we even presented it. And since then, it's become an industry of its own, an elbow sleeve. But it's something that I really remember kind of like doing in the 90s. In the 90s, I would do like these, anytime I did an elbow length sleeve, it's an homage to Audrey Hepburn to me. If you look at her in her little boat necks, they're always like to the elbow.
Right.
No, I'm serious.
No, you're
darling.
completely right.
But anyway, look at this fabric. Look how that stretches and recovers.
This one's the azure.
There is no, darling, there is no lycra in that. That just means it's not going to hang on to
Here,
rough
let me show you
wrinkles.
something. So So
please.
Rebecca's fit, by the way, do you notice how it A-lines out? I wanted to show you because I untucked mine. I just had it tucked in because I like that with this skirt. You don't have to wear it that way. But do you see how it opens up?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it gives you that little, it's not clinging to anything. Now you can tuck it in. I just kind of rolled it just for time's sake. If you like to tuck in
I
and
was
show
going to
off
say,
the
by
skirt.
the way, because you did that little tuck, you notice it's a little, has a few wrinkles, but if she stands up and you just, but guess what? Those will fall out like in 10 minutes.
Yes, as you wear it.
I'm serious. That's a feature of the Pima cotton. It doesn't hold on to the
It's like
wrinkles.
a silky hand. Azure blue is gorgeous.
That's pretty with black and white, I got to tell you.
Yeah, it is, but look at that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful match.
And this orange, by the way, with the pink
orange.
skirt.
Oh, girl, that just makes me so happy.
I love that.
This, you know what? The other day, Sean, on one of her shows, she said, you know, Rorschach test, like one thing that makes you think of summer. And I said, orange sickle. You remember those delicious
like creamsicles.
That's creamsicle to me. This is creamsicle color. This color just screams
creamsicle
summer.
on like a wooden stick or the push pop kind?
Wooden stick, darling. Wooden stick. Creamsicle, where you bite and the inside is white.
Oh, yes.
So it's like orange sherbet
from the ice cream
and
truck?
vanilla ice cream, darling.
We should have an ice cream truck themed show.
You know, we should have an ice cream truck at QVC.
That would be
How hot
nice.
would that be? Okay. Like to have like the Good Humor Man.
Send an email to the executives.
Seriously, the Good Humor Man should like pull up right now. I would
Isaac
order.
said he'd pay for it.
What would you get? I would get a Pima cotton, a couple of Pima cotton T-shirts.
So growing up, I always loved. I didn't care what shape it was. It was whatever like trending cartoon character, but it would always like the nose would be a piece of bubble gum. So I felt like I was getting two treats in one. I think now they do it in like. It might have been Snoopy when I was a kid.
They didn't do it when I was a kid,
and like the nose
honey.
or whatever was bubble gum.
When I was a child, we did not have that. We had like, you know, toasted almond with like a chocolate bar in the middle. That was the best.
Yes.
Remember the chocolate bar in the middle? Ooh. Stop.
Now you're really living.
Pima cotton, can we please get back to this?
So this is the green. It's called
now
Leaf.
I'm starving. Now I want ice cream.
I know, because we keep. Well,
that
you're
green
done
color
after
is
this
really
show,
good. That's right. I can go straight to the Good Humor.
Here's the white and then the black. But there are those things that just make you think of summer. For root beer floats. My dad always made homemade root beer. But like he always, because he was a home brewer for beer, but he would make root beer, but the carbonation was like a little off. So he'd be like, oh kids, he would just say, oh kids, it's not good enough to drink, so you have to make root beer floats with it. So we had root beer floats all summer.
You are from a completely different generation where your father made beer. Excuse me.
Right.
My father had a wood shop in the basement. Your father had like a beer distillery. Wait a minute.
Here, wait, I got to give you an update.
Because I want you to get the black and the white. I want everyone to get a black.
There's 200 in each.
What?
Wait a second. No, that's not enough.
That is not enough because I feel like everybody needs a black and a white.
So when we kicked it off this morning, how many did we bring in? We had 5,400. We now have about 200 in black and white, which, by the way, those are usually the colors that we buy the most in, and they're going very quickly because of that save $3 off each additional.
Listen, and also because of the style.
Green.
It's that
so pretty.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
I don't hate it.
No, I love it. I love that.
Fewer than how many? 300? Stop. Fewer than 400.
Keep talking. I'm just going to walk through the shot. Do you mind? Sorry.
Like this.
Because I do love
this. Pastel orange, really pretty. There's 350, and I love it with pink.
No, you know what? I'm just going to go.
And then what about the azure blue?
Well, the azure blue, darling. I mean, like, if that's wrong.
Oh, no, there's only 100.
Oh, really? What?
Oh, I like that. Any shade of blue.
I'm just saying, any shade of blue mixed with each other.
You.
And by the way, this is the fabulous, like, one-time only
Not that my authority means anything over what you think.
No.
But
I just thought I would show. Like, my favorite thing is the green with khaki. I love the green and the khaki. That is a really good way to look, right?
Okay, that's a good one.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the green and white, green and jeans, green and whatever. But
the green and that blue.
Oh, darling, be still my heart. Be still my heart.
It's a little preppy.
Totally, a little preppy. We love preppy. We love the preppy.
Hey, grab as many as you can. Elbow sleeve, 1,200 total. That's amongst each color, each size. Do you realize that that does mean in your size, there might only be a dozen or two?
Well,
you know, when you break it apart between all the colors and all the sizes.
Just you know what you do? You type in your size, and I'm telling you, the colors that are available, get both because you're going to save a little money.
Of course, the black and the white. Leaf green.
Get it.
Pastel orange. I can hear the music from the ice cream truck. They must have got our email.
I can't hear the
No,
I have to be filling.
Because I'm kidding. There's no ice cream truck music. And then the azure blue. It's so good.
Oh, sorry.
All right, A693927. There used to be an ice cream truck that would always show up after my son's soccer games.
And it's, by the way, it's such an earworm. When you hear that music, you